Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having an amazing and blessed day. Hope all is going well. We are continuing today, Proverbs 8:13. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. And my definition for evil is harm. And this is our last day of talking about this. And I really feel understanding that evil is harm really helps clarify things. It really helps clarify what is right and what is wrong. And then that also shows us what brings life and what brings harm. And then we can decide what is good and bad, right? That's the point. And today we're getting to what if people are doing evil to themselves. So we've gone through all this about harming ourselves, harming others, and then what to do if somebody is harming themselves. See, if somebody is harming somebody else, we need to stop that. That that's what laws are for. That's why we have the judicial system. We need to stop that. But what if somebody is harming themselves? What do we do? And let me tell you this, guys. I have had such a hard time putting this message together because there's so much. Hopefully, we can get through it. But here's the thing. Here's the deal. We cannot do things that bring harm to the person to stop them from harming themselves. Do you get that? We cannot do something that brings harm to that person to stop them from harming themselves. That is a kicker, right? But I'm not talking about children. I just want to make this distinction. Children don't count on this subject. Why? Because children are under the parents' authority. Children don't know how to make good decisions. They don't know how to make good choices. So it's the parents' job to make sure they make good decisions and don't harm themselves to as much as a degree. At the same time, they will be adults at some point, and so it is our job as parents to raise them up so that they can make good godly decisions. But here's the thing. God will never go against our will. He will never go against our will. And I know this because I have harmed myself and he has not stopped me. So he's not going to go against my will to stop me from harming myself because I know because I've done it. And I'm sure you have too. So what does that mean? Well, that means we cannot go against others' will. Now that is a challenge. See, this is where it gets troublesome because we argue about what is evil and then we make laws accordingly. See, if we don't define evil as harm and then we just say it's stuff we don't like or stuff we disagree with or what have you, when we make laws accordingly, is that truly a wise thing to do? Is that truly helpful? And I'm going to talk about this for an example, the war against drugs. Now, I know this is kind of controversial, but I'm just going to make it just a kind of a point from this. I have a lot to say about it. I have a big opinion on it, but here's just the dirty truth. Drugs are bad. Drugs will ruin your life, and drugs will kill you. Those are all true. But the thing is, what do? Well, we make a law. We says, well, we make a law. We don't think they're bad, so let's make a law against them. We say you can't do drugs. Well, people do drugs because it makes them feel good and they like it. And so what do? Well, now we have to enforce that law. And so what we do is we're like, well, you're doing drugs. We're going to put you in jail and ruin your life. And then you're not being able to get a job. You're going to be a criminal on all these issues. So then you're going to stay in that drug world. And then eventually you get killed. So that really isn't a solution, is it? See, that's the problem. The ends do not justify the means. We cannot get godly results in ungodly ways. And so what is the solution? Well, the solution is the hard way. We have to persuade people to make better choices by giving them a better idea and a better plan, which takes work, which takes a lot of work. Instead of just coming up with a law that says you can't do this, we have to persuade them, we have to teach them, we have to grow them, we have to disciple them. And that is just like a child. We all are learning, we all are growing, we all need help making godly decisions. Making godly decisions, that's the thing. And because we cannot harm someone to stop them from harming themselves because that is more evil. That is more evil. And remember what I said, discomfort up front, fulfilling pleasure later. It takes time and it takes work and energy. So here's your action step. Where have you tried to stop people from harming themselves, and how did that work out for you? And how could you have done that better? By trying to persuade them, by trying to show them a better way, and teaching them and living it yourself. How about that? How about them apples? Love you guys. Have a great and amazing, blessed day.